Hello and welcome to the Anime Madness Reviews. I'm your host HenDiddy, and I'm joined here today with my fellow review co-host, the head of the Ager's Taco.
Hi.
And we're also joined here with the pervy man himself, Pervy Sage.
What's good?
And today we are going to be talking about the Suicide Squad Isekai. Only 10 episodes of this. Let's kick it off right off the bat. The crew that we're with. We have Clayface, we have Deathstroke, we have Shark or Nana, we have Harley Quinn, and we have... who else was there? Peacekeeper. So what did you think about the selection of these 5 characters for the main Suicide Squad that we were watching? Like the main group.
They're fine. Yeah, you have to have Deadshot. You have to have Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn and Deadshot are absolute must-haves. I believe same with Peacekeeper.
I don't think he was a must-have.
Mainly because, who was the first Suicide Squad? The first Suicide Squad was Deadshot, Killer Croc, Harley Quinn, and there were 8 of them in the original for the comic. Let me find out who was all part of them. The first Suicide Squad Task Force X is a team of supervillains who were assembled by director Amanda the Wall Waller. So that's the director that was in the anime.
Yep.
Rick Flag was also part of it.
Yep.
Enchantress, Bronze Tiger, Captain Boomerang. So we had Deadshot, Rick Flag, Enchantress, Captain Boomerang, Nightshade, Black Orchid, Penguin, Parasite, those were the original members. So I think nowadays, though, Harley Quinn is definitely a must-have.
Yeah, she is a must-have.
And of course, Deadshot's one of the original villains of the members. I like that they included Rick Flag, even if he was part of the first team that went in.
Yeah.
I do like that they still included him. I like how the rivalry from the comics between Katana and Harley Quinn was there. And they start that one right out of the gate. Like the very first episode, you have Katana getting Harley Quinn and bringing her in.
Yeah.
Clayface, I have my gripes about Clayface.
That's Clayjack to you.
I think they made him too bougie, too like Hollywood type.
Too much Michael Jackson-esque style.
Yeah, in reality, he's more ferocious and monstrous than King Shark. I do love King Shark though. King Shark was great in this. Enchantress's story arc was pretty good though.
Yeah.
So let's start off with episode 1, where we're in the real world. And we have the Joker driving a car by piano keys.
Highlight of the whole show.
I was laughing my ass off. And based on how it ended, though, it seems like they got something cooking for like a sequel. Because
They better.
Joker's got something cooking. There's no way you can have all those scenes of the Joker in the real world during this whole thing and then end it with the Joker teasing something as well.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the look of the Joker, but it did kind of remind me of Jared Leto's Joker, which I wasn't a fan of.
Yeah.
And they didn't get Mark Hamill to voice him in the dub.
No. John Cena should have been Peacekeeper.
Yeah, but I don't think... Has he done any voice acting roles?
Yeah. Like Pixar and stuff. Disney, I think. He's done some.
Here, he's on Behind the Voice Actors. He does the voice of Peacekeeper in...
There's live action.
Yeah, he does it in Mortal Kombat. He does Rocksteady in the new Turtles movie.
Okay.
He's JC in Surf's Up, too.
They made a second one?
I guess so. I don't remember a second one, though. He plays Yoshi the polar bear in Dolittle.
Okay.
He plays Baron Draxum in the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV show. He plays himself in the Flintstone and Scooby-Doo WrestleMania ones. Of course, all the video games. Plays Ernie the Elephant in Wonderful Pistachios. And that's it. So he definitely could have done it.
Oh yeah, he totally could have.
Let's see. Clayface was played by Brandon Hernsberger in English. He plays Sato Ichigo in Oshinoko. He plays Lil in Ninja Kamui. That's about it for him. Javon Jackson played Deadshot, which he plays Biscuit Oliver and Baki. How'd you feel if Will Smith voice acted for Deadshot?
I wouldn't have minded. It's Will Smith.
Andrew Love played King Shark. And he plays Sakazuki in One Piece. So King Shark,
Okay.
King Shark is Admiral Akainu. Sean Patrick Judge played Peacemaker. Now, I didn't watch the dub at all. I only watched the sub. Well, we'll go over the sub of the main five in a second, because you guys both watched the dub, I take it.
Yep.
Then Carly Hotch played Harley Quinn.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. I was hoping Tara Strong.
And not many roles for them. The biggest one is King Shark's Andrew Love. Jun Fukuyama played Clayface. He plays Lelouch. Lamperouge. He also plays Koro Sensei. He plays Sid Kagano in Eminence in Shadow. That's why your voice sounded so familiar. Grail Sutcliffe in Black Clover. Plays King in Seven Deadly Sins. Plays Ranamaya in Persona 5. Plays Misaki Yata in K. Plays Yukio Okumura in Blue Exorcist. definitely a lot. Oh, he also plays Yumichika Isagawa in Bleach. So, oh, he plays Draluk in The Vampire That Dies in No Time.
That show's so funny.
I can't wait for the next dub. Even though I don't
Yeah.
mind, this guy's played so much more shit. This guy's list is like 500 characters long.
Jeez.
And I accidentally closed out the entire tab.
Whoops.
Alright. Reigo Yamaguchi played Deadshot. And Clayface, dude, did great. This is only Reigo Yamaguchi's third role.
Fair enough.
He played Bo in Undead Unluck, and he played Hiroyuki Nishizawa in Bartender. The new Bartender.
No, fair enough.
He did pretty good as Deadshot. I didn't mind him in Deadshot. Subaru Kimura did King Shark. He plays Aoi Todo
Okay.
from JJK. He plays Pesci in JoJo's Part 5.
A lot of bigger names over there.
Yeah,
Right here.
it seems like they definitely stacked up the sub, and they got more new people for the dub. Takehito Kosoi played Peacemaker, who plays, oh my god, it's fucking Dio. How did I not notice it was fucking Dio?
I can't tell you. I don't know.
He also plays Toji Fushiguro in JJK. Plays Zeke Yeager in AOT. Nothing?
No, because it just seems like the subcast is so much better.
He plays Ryunosuke Takahashi in Initial D. He plays Admiral Kuzan in One Piece.
That's crazy.
He plays Roswell in ReZero, the clown-looking dude.
Jeez.
He plays the uncle in Uncle from Another World. He plays Inosuke Shindo, the main villain of Skate. Oh my
Fair
god.
enough.
He plays Claudia Hodgins in Violet Evergarden. He plays Hector Doyle in Baki. That's the guy that Johnny Young Bosch voices in Baki. He plays Pesce. Now I've watched Bleach and I watch all of Bleach in dub and sub.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna tell me that high pitched motherfucker is the same person as Dio and Zeke.
Okay.
I can't believe he plays Pesce in Bleach. The Beast Titan,
Yeah.
of course. His list is longer than Jun Fukuyama's list.
That's crazy.
Harley Quinn was played by Anna Nagasai, who plays Ushio Kafune in Summertime Render. Plays Riko. You remember who Riko is in JJK?
Blanking.
She's the one that gets got by Toji in hidden inventory.
Oh, yeah.
She also
Never
plays
saw that coming.
Rent Fauna. Dude, I knew it was coming, and it still took me by surprise.
That shit caught me so off guard.
The way they did that was like perfect. Like they had the credits showing up. They had the nice happy music, and then got.
Yeah, so JJK did that right.
Yeah, Mappa did that right because that's not how it happened in the manga.
They did that right. It was so good.
Rent Fauna, who I believe lost his vote. Yeah, Rent lost. I voted for him. By the way, if you're joining us live, we do still have one vote left that is still tied. It is for Fairy Tale tiebreaker for tomorrow. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, it's on for yesterday's video. You can't vote anymore. There's new stuff up and yada yada. Actually, there won't be because we're doing Debate or Destroy One Piece next week.
Yep.
And then we're doing a week of nominations and a week of voting because I won't be in town that weekend. But yeah, Toka and Sting are tied 2-2. Who's all voted? Me and
Not
Tony
me.
have voted, and Lady Sage and Sage has voted.
Here, I'll go vote right now. We'll do a live. Let's see if I can find the nomination vote tab.
Live update. There's only 4 hours left on the vote. Yeah, she plays Rent Fauna from Unwanted Undead Adventurer, and that's pretty much it for her. Well, let's look at. You want to look at Joker's voice actors and then Rick Flags?
All right, Sting's the winner.
Still 4 hours left.
As of right now, Sting is the winner.
Joker's dub voice actor is Scott Gibbs, who plays Sora in No Game No Life, Tobio Kageyama in Haikyuu.
Okay.
Plays Crad in Reincarnated as a Sword. Plays Mitsuyu in Parasite. Plays Joseph in Ninja Kamui, which we will eventually be doing a Ninja Kamui episode of this. It's just I'm short on time for actually binging stuff. I'm still on the first episode of season 3 of Mob Psycho, and I got to season 3 like a month ago. Plays Zenon Griffey in Eminence and Shadow. And his sub voice actor is Yurichiro Yumihara, which dude killed it. He sounded like an actual Joker. And here's probably why. He plays Goblin Slayer in Goblin Slayer. He plays Anos Voltigode in Misfit Demon King Academy. He plays Sniper Kamen in High Rise Invasion. And he plays Weather Report in JoJo's Part 6.
That makes sense.
He plays Saya Ryugen in the Cautious Hero. Courier in Akudama Drive. Plays Jail Murdoch in Plunderer. Plays Joe. It's the same guy that plays Joe Togame in Windbreaker. The Clogs dude.
Mm.
And he plays Jugrim Hashwalth in Bleach. Yeah, he killed it as Joker. He plays Abel Walker in Mashal. And he plays Mars in Black Clover. Very, very good for them. For Rick Flag, we had Jeremy G. was the English voice actor. He plays Kaiji. He also plays Ryohei Arasu in Alice in Borderland. And not much for him. And then Taku Yashiro played Rick Flag in the sub. He played Gugu in To Your Eternity. He plays Sanosuke Sagara in the new Rurouni Kenshin. He plays Vulcan in Fire Force.
Okay.
He plays Moyama Akakura in Dead Mountain Deathplay. He plays Shun Onada in the Firefighter one. He plays Toshiki Tokumura in Overtake.
I'm still yet to watch that.
It wasn't bad. It was more of the photographer's story than it was the driver's story.
That's why I haven't watched it.
Still wasn't bad. There's still a lot of racing. But yeah, pretty stacked lineup that they had. So basically, they get Harley gets arrested and she gets selected to be part on the Suicide Squad team with Deadshot, Clayface, Peacemaker, and King Shark to go to another world. And they have to fix the mistakes of the first Suicide team, which was made up of Katana, Killer Croc. I'm re-pulling the character list back up. Katana, Killer Croc, Enchantress, and Ratcatcher, and Thinker.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that those five were, well, Katana really wasn't, but they were basically being manipulated by an entity of that world called Lich. And this was all set up by Amanda Waller for resources in that world. I thought the fights looked damn good. Like, the animation looked good. Like, I believe Wit Studio did it.
Yeah. You are correct.
Yeah, Wit Studio did it. It looked great. Harley Quinn was being her typical crazy self in that world, which was hilarious. What else is there to really highlight in this series?
The big stuff?
Yeah.
The comedy was good. I liked the punchy one-liners and stuff. I thought that was really good.
Your comedy wasn't bad.
A lot of fourth wall breaking. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I was.
Clayface said how they're in an isekai and stuff all the time. That was really funny.
I don't think that's really fourth wall breaking. I think that's more along the lines of like this version of Clayface we got here was more, instead of being more nitty gritty like Killer Croc and King Shark, he was more Hollywood. So he knew about these other things. So he knew about like manga and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was just funny.
He was more into the pop culture.
It was just funny how he knew what they were in and everything else, and it was just funny.
Yeah. Who was it? Harley Quinn getting a pet dragon.
That was sick.
The plot for this season, the plot wasn't. It felt like it wasn't fully there.
Felt like it was everywhere.
It was all over the place. I mean, the main part of the plot was to get on good terms with the biggest nation to secure resources.
Right.
And the Queen kept like bashing and shitting on the squad, and it was like, of course, we find out at the end of episode 9 that the Queen has been dead for a long time, and it's actually the Lich running the country.
Right.
And the princess was right all along. And the only real reason Katana was on the Lich's side was because of Enchantress's soul, which is why Enchantress was on the Witch's side. I don't know, I feel like there was a lot they tried to do in 10 episodes.
Yeah.
And it didn't really flesh it out enough. And I feel like they should have gone with either a standard 12 episode or even gone with a 20 episode season.
Yeah.
To actually like flesh it out some more. Opening and ending was pretty good. I did enjoy the opening and ending.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're very colorful. I loved all the colors that were in it, especially like when Harley Quinn. Anytime Harley Quinn was on screen, it was just like there's bound to be like colorful shit happening.
Yeah, I also noticed it might have been just a me thing. A lot of them, like the OST and like all the music inside the show, felt very Spy Family-ish. Like you could hear it in Spy Family.
Who did the music?
It felt like it was almost like no, I wasn't like ripped out of it, but it
One
was pretty
one
close.
music, one music was on it for the music.
It was pretty close to Spy Family, which isn't a bad thing.
Nah. Um, Character designs. We talked about Clayface's character design.
Yep,
Harley Quinn. Not
on
really
point.
much to comment on because it was perfect.
Yeah, it was on point.
King Shark with the overalls.
Yes.
Um, Peacemakers was perfect.
Yeah,
Joker
Peacemaker looked good.
Joker's was, like I said, I'm impartial with it because it reminds me so much of Jared Leto's from the live action Suicide Squad.
I mean, that's probably what they used since that was the most recent thing for Suicide Squad. So it made sense to use that version of that Joker.
Yeah, but you could use like any version of Joker because it is Joker. Like if they went more with the long haired approach and the more full up suit like Heath Ledger's or even the original animated series when Mark
See,
Hamill
I
voiced
don't think
them.
it would have fit as well.
With how little he's in the show, I don't think it would have hurt it.
I don't know. Like, I don't like Jared Leto's Joker at all.
I don't either.
I'm going to put that out there before I say this. But the aesthetic of his Joker fits way more with the Suicide Squad than Heath Ledger's would. That's the
Um,
way I see it. Just like the way he looks in general, it seems like it fits more with Suicide Squad than if you go watch like
I guess, but you have to remember Joker's not part of Suicide Squad. He's never been a part
no,
of the
but like
Suicide
we're just
Squad.
going off of because I mean even in like the first Suicide Squad movie, you still see him with Harley Quinn.
Yeah, because Harley Quinn is in love with him. It's a
Yeah,
psychotic type of love, but still. But like,
just
The
that
Joker's
look
never
of
part of it
Joker,
himself. He's never part of the
but
actual team himself.
it's just that aesthetic of Joker fits the whole overall vibe more than the other ones would.
Yeah. Um, Katana. Katana looked amazing.
Yeah,
Uh, Enchantress looked good. I do like the more ginger approach to it, other than the Egyptian god style approach that's normally done in the comics for her.
my first thought was Poison Ivy,
Yeah, you get that thought at first because of the green dress.
green and red. My first thought was
Yeah,
Poison Ivy.
but like, I don't know. I like this look of this Enchantress better than the Egyptian god looking Enchantress.
Yeah,
Thinker. That was probably one of the worst character designs. There's so much you could have done with Thinker.
yeah, it could have been better.
Ratcatcher, I did like his look. I feel like they could have gone a little more mysterious with his look, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Uh, Killer Croc, we didn't get to see much of in this. Killer Croc was barely in it, but I mean, I think the problem with Killer Croc is the animation took away from his look. Because
Probably.
he's supposed to be like this scaly looking thing, and like you can even see it on like in a lot of dragons in anime that the scales don't always look that great with animation because of the way it is.
Yeah, it's hard to get scales right.
So props to Studio Ghibli for that because like they nail it when they do scaled things. And any of the normal, like the normal police people, like Rick Flag, Waller,
Yeah.
they looked all right. They weren't bad.
Yeah, no complaints there.
The Isekai World characters, like I believe her name was Fiona, and the Lich looked really good.
Yeah.
What's his name? That freaking knight that's always with Fiona. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, the pink, the
The
pink-haired
pink-haired
guy.
one. His
Yeah, I
character
can't remember
design
his
was
name.
so weird. Like, what was with that forehead?
Yeah.
Man was trying to be Vegeta.
It's mega-minded.
Freaking crazy ass side cut on his hair.
Yeah, he had the weird-ass hair color. You got the weird, the big forehead.
Yeah, it cuts up the side of his head. Like he has a normal
Yeah.
hairline on one side of his head, and then the other side is just cut back all the way to the calic.
Yeah.
And now probably my least favorite character design, costume wise, like him in his orange jumpsuit looked fine, but his actual costume, Deadshot.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
fair.
not like his costume. I don't know if I'm too nostalgic on the Arkham series look of Deadshot,
Probably helps.
but like you think Deadshot, you think like that orange and black suit.
That's Deathstroke.
Is that Deathstroke?
Yes,
Why am I thinking of Deathstroke with Deadshot?
because they sound the same.
That's right. They both have a one-eyed mask though, but one is with an eye patch. The other one just does the one eye.
Yeah, say Deathstroke is orange and black. Deathstroke's cool though.
I've always liked Deathstroke more than Deadshot though.
That's
I
fair.
will say that. But still, there's a lot of character. Like you look at just Will Smith's Deadshot, and it looks a lot better than what we got in Isekai Suicide Squad for the costume.
Yeah,
Now his gauntlets that he had were great. I did enjoy those. And there is see, that's another thing here too. Deathstroke will also sometimes have the red and black mask.
mm,
That's
see,
probably
I didn't know
another
that.
reason why I was getting confused with it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done his costume design a little better. But in the end, it is what it is. Um, Sage, you have anything you want to input on it? Been a little quiet.
Uh, I personally I didn't really like the beginning of it.
Beginning felt very slow.
It really was a bit slow. I will say like 7, 8, 9, and 10 were good episodes.
Yeah.
Were definitely a lot better than the beginning half.
Yeah, you had like 1, 2, and 3. I feel like they could have done it a little better for exploring and opening up the world, which is why I
Yeah.
think they needed more episodes. You needed more of that exposition and that world building. Because it's like, this is a whole freaking continent floating in the damn sky. Why is it floating? What's going on? Why did no one question it? Like none of the characters that were Isekai over questioned why this entire continent was in the sky.
Or what was actually going on?
Yeah,
Like yeah, when we
why
get there, there's a war going on, but why is there a war
why is
going
the
on?
war? Yeah, give us that world building, give us that exposition. I feel like I'm Deadpool in the new Deadpool and Wolverine. I
I
feel like we're
feel
missing serious exposition here.
I feel like they should have did a AOT. I understand. Then put like in the side like screens, put like a little
Oh, and
hey,
the eye catchers
yeah, a little hey, here's what's going on,
instead
and
of like
here's
the the steampunk, which that looked cool though. The steampunk map, that looked great. Definitely 1, 2, 3 more exposition. 4, 5, 6. That's where we had a lot of the time skipping stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 1 minute they're prisoners, then like a minute later in the episode they're on the front lines of a new battleground.
Yeah.
Like what's going on?
As a constant back and forth for a little bit there of them being in a cell to them being on the battlefield to them being back into a cell.
Yeah, I feel like if they had
now they're back to a battlefield.
If they had more episodes to like storyboard it better, it would have
been a bit better.
It would have made more sense, like why they're going out to a battlefield and then they're back in the cell. Like, yeah, we get a little bit like insubordination. They're not from our country. We don't want them type stuff. But that's just like an excuse to speed it up quicker.
Yeah.
Like, show us what their insubordination was. Why are they arrested on grounds of insubordination? Show us that. But yeah, 7, 8, 9. When you start getting into that final battle arc where you have the fortress by the portal, then you have Lich's reveal, the final battle, the reveal of Enchantress. Like, I felt like what they could have done is made this either 2 cores, 20 episodes or 24 episodes, and did the first group that went in with Rick Flag, Katana, Killer Croc, all them. See what happened to them. Well, how did they end up in the spots they were in? Why did they betray Amanda Waller and all that? Like, why did that happen? And then we go into what the first episode starts with Harley Quinn getting arrested and all that.
That sounds like it probably been better. Like, you just made like a single episode or maybe 2 episodes of them saying what happened originally.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to get.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely needed in the exposition. Is like, why did the other team defect? Like, I understand they're criminals. They don't want to work for you.
They don't want to work for the government.
Yeah,
they don't want to work for anybody. That's why they are. They are.
That gives us like, that makes us assume, oh, they defected because they were criminals and they had nothing barring them down, to where the second group had the bombs. But like, still show us them going there. Show us I want to see their initial reactions to going to this world. Do you have any? Do either of you have any other thoughts that you want to add?
I will say on the ending that we got, I'm hoping we get something a little extra, like maybe another season, just to kind of see what the fuck Joker's in.
Yeah.
Because that ending kind of left me a little confused, but I'm like, all right, where's episode 11?
I think that's definitely one of the highlighting aspects of it. Because if they're going to get Joker involved, it's going to pick up a lot more. Especially if they're hunting down the Joker.
Yeah, what did you...
He caused all the problems that they already had, and we didn't know about it. I mean, that's Joker-level shit right there.
What did you guys think of Princess Fiona dressing up as Harley Quinn in the final episode?
I thought it was cool.
Nothing is confirmed yet for Suicide Squad Isekai Season 2.
Damn, imagine they don't get a second season, and that's the ending to the series.
But they want to do more.
That'd be rough.
The Japanese fan base wants more, and Wit Studio wants to do another season.
So that would be rough. Could you imagine that was the ending?
I think they're just waiting for the green light from Warner Brothers.
That makes sense.
But that's I know I would be down to watch another season. I'm all here for another season. Like, what did I even rate? What did I rate it? I gave it a 9 out of 10. Of course, if it had all that extra stuff that we just discussed, the extra exposition, the extended sequences, the giving us the first team's story going in, I think it would have been a 10 out of 10. Like, this was really good for 10 episodes. It could have been a lot better, but still, for what it was still really good, and I really enjoyed it. What do you give it, Sage?
For what it lacks, I'm gonna have to give it like a 6.5.
6.5. I can understand that. I can understand that.
Just for the like lack of story. Like there's plot, but it's here, there, fucking everywhere.
Yeah, they definitely needed more time for it.
Animation, I like writing characters. I don't have a problem with any characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's more or less like I hope they do come back with a season 2, which they're hoping to. I hope they fix it a little bit.
Yeah.
They patch it.
So you'd definitely be down to watch season 2.
Oh yeah. I'm only hoping it gets better. That's what I hope it doesn't flop.
All right. Taco, how about you? What do you rate it?
I'm giving it a solid 5.
A 5. Wow. Would you be excited for a season 2?
So at first, no. But thanks to the ending, the redeeming quality of the Joker going to be heavily involved, that goes to a yes. Simply because it's the Joker.
Okay. So
he's a mastermind. He's the Joker.
With our 3 ratings combined, it averages out to a 6.8 out of 10 is what we deem Isekai Suicide Squad.
I think there's too much missing.
There is a lot missing. I still thoroughly enjoyed it myself.
And it felt way too rushed.
Yeah, the voice acting was good too. Like,
voice acting was fine. Even for the newer people who did the dub, I thought they were good. Like the lady who did Harley Quinn, I thought she was great. Harley Quinn was fantastic. Harley Quinn sounded like Harley Quinn, like how you would think Harley Quinn was. Like, she was great.
For the Japanese, for the sub, that's exactly how I imagine all those characters sounding if they were Japanese.
Yeah. I watched the first episode in the sub when it first came out, because the dub wasn't out yet for streaming services, whatever.
And Harley Quinn's was awesome in the sub.
Harley Quinn was great. I thought Joker was great too.
Like, the sub killed it.
Yeah.
I might have to go back and watch the dub whenever I have time to. With that said, though, do you want to do a wormhole next Saturday, or do you want to do another review?
Doesn't matter. Your call.
Okay. Are you watching Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest?
No, I'm currently watching between One Piece and The Elusive Samurai.
Okay.
Which I don't know how many episodes Elusive Samurai is supposed to have, but there's up to 5 right now, dub and sub. And I don't know when the next episodes come out, even for the series. I think they could be tomorrow, could have been today. I'm not sure.
So we've done Avatar, Kaiju, Windbreaker, and now Isekai Suicide Squad. Are you good to watch something that's 12 episodes for next week?
I could. What is it?
Or, I mean, we could do a half-season thing.
What is it?
It'd be 7 episodes. There's 7 episodes of dub out. It's you've watched all of the original Fairy Tail, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there'll be 8 episodes by next week, but we could just do the first 6.
Okay.
So next week we'll do the first 6 episodes of Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest.
That's fun.
And then tomorrow, if you're watching us live, tomorrow we are going to be doing our Light Holy Round 2. Right now, we do have a good chunk of the characters. We're only missing one. We got 4 hours left on that vote. But the characters chosen so far for Light Holy Round 2 is Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh!, the First Wizard King from Black Clover, Lucifer from Blue Exorcist, Angemon from Digimon, Tanya from the Saga of Tanya the Evil, Usagi Tsukino or Sailor Moon from Sailor Moon, and Tien Shinhan from Dragon Ball Z. If you're watching this on YouTube, that happened already. It's already uploaded. But we'll be doing that. That'll be uploaded on Wednesday on YouTube. And then next week, what we'll be doing our debate and destroy for One Piece. So One Piece debate and destroy.
Oh, I can't wait to share my gripes, because boy, do I got them.
Oh boy. Bring on those plot hole theories, and I'll prove them wrong. Because
all right, here, I'll hit you with one early. Did you know there's someone in One Piece that can beat Shanks right now?
Who?
With Apu, because Shanks can't cover both ears. All right. Anyway,
plot hole fixer. Hockey can cancel out devil fruit abilities.
It don't matter. He can't use both ears.
All he has to do is just release a little bit of hockey, and boom, it nullifies the attack.
Just throw Shank in the ocean. He has one arm.
Shanks can swim with one arm, though. We've seen it.
All right, cut off a leg. God, nerf the fucker.
No, I would say the one person that's probably stronger than Shanks is Mihawk, because Mihawk has refused to spar him ever since he lost an arm.
That's fair.
Yeah, but when it comes to the One Piece debate and destroy, like, I will answer any gripes, because for anime onlys, and I believe either Sage has seen it or he's getting ready to see it, something dealing with Aokiji. Did you see that already? I think you did, because I think I texted you about it.
Wait, what's up?
Aokiji and pudding.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
so...
like, what the fuck was that about? And then you told me, I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so it's a cover story. So only 2 cover stories have made it into the anime, and that is the very first cover story, the Diaries of Kobe Meppo, which is when they're training under Garp and I can't even Bogart.
Okay.
And then the Germa 666's expeditional yada yada yada, which is what cover story that's part of, Sage. And then, of course, there's all the SBS stuff. Like, Oda reveals a lot of stuff in the SBS. Like, that's where we got Zoro's family tree and all that. Was in the SBS.
Oh, okay.
So, of course, being a manga reader and paying attention and getting all the newest volumes, looking at the SBSs, listening to the Tekking and Artur's overview of the SBSs, I have a lot of that information that might fill some plot holes that you think there are. Because Oda really tries to make this series have no plot holes. So people will send in questions, and like, say a question like brings up an actual plot hole that's there, Oda will answer that question and fully delve it out and put it in and make sure that one gets submitted into the SBS.
Oh, okay.
Just to make sure that there are 0 plot holes. Plus, there's some Beaver card information. Like, I'm going to give you some information here from a Beaver card. It's not a spoiler, but it's for Queen. You ready for this, Sage?
Let's hear it.
Queen had a son 36 years ago. Queen abandoned that son 10 years ago.
Just a thing about Frankie.
Yep.
I just seen that one on Instagram earlier.
Yep. Frankie can be like, it's there.
The details are there because it matches up with Frankie.
It matches up too perfectly. The only time Oda does that is when it is true.
And matches.
So,
It matches up.
Frankie is Queen's son. Can you believe that?
It hurts my fucking head, but
It makes sense though.
yeah, it makes sense. It all works out, it all lines up, but God fucking damn.
We'll go over in the One Piece Debate or Destroy. We'll also go over the castings for season 2 of the live action.
I can't wait to go over the debate between how many times we get to see Luffy say "shanks your arm" as much as the Naruto swing being in there, man. I can't wait.
It's not as many times.
It's a lot, man.
Because
it is a lot.
4 of those times are remasters of the first episode.
That still counts. If it's in the entire thing that I've been watching, the 800 plus episodes, there's just already more than Naruto. I've seen that fucking scene a lot in what 2 different spans of generations,
so
decades.
So that's the schedule going forward. We'll probably do a wormhole on the what's the week after the 21st? Oh no, the week of the 27th, 28th, 29th, that weekend, we will not be live again.
Okay, that's fine.
So we will be 2 weeks off.
That's fine. Do what you gotta do.
That is actually my birthday weekend, and people have things planned for me. So
You gotta do what you got to do.
gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta hit that quarter century.
Old man.
You're older.
Shut the fuck up, man.
You're older than One Piece.
Yeah, don't fucking remind me. Yesterday, I was told I was older than Google, so I want to go die in a fucking hole.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna crawl in my hole.
Well, that does it for us. We'll see y'all. If you're here with us live, we'll see y'all tomorrow. If you're not here with us live, we will see you Saturday for the first 6 episodes of Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. You guys got any final words?
Stay humbled, get rumbled. Thank you so much.
Be silent.
Thank you.
Forever.